What is up, my fellow Twebbians? I am Logan, the Totally Epic Gamer, and this is a game I filmed of Orcs Must Die. This isn't on Nightmare, it's on Normal. It's the very last level in Normal. And I figured I'd kind of show you my little tactic of how I take on the very last level in Normal. I didn't lose one rift. It's basically, not basically, it is two traps. It is the spicy mushrooms and the brimstone. As you see, if you guys don't know, the very last finale, it's 4 different sides, but there's 8 entrances in total. Now, you know, that obviously makes it extremely hard. As you say here, I saved 1,700 coins. That's because at the very beginning here, you get a kind of little fire ogre person that comes out. And so I just quickly threw down my mushrooms. Mushrooms will make that person on your team. So just easily, there's one fire ogre. That whole section of that side now is basically safe. And what I basically do is, what I will normally do, as you see soon, is I'll set up one side, or both sides with traps, but I'll use one side's traps at a time, if that makes sense. You're going to see it soon. And what it does, it goes top, right, bottom, left. That's just for the beginning. This is just the very first rotation. The first 4 waves are like this. So you're about to see, I do it here. I'll set up my traps. I didn't have enough. But right here, I'm going to try my best not to let the orcs hit the... or I'm going to fail at it. I'm going to fail at it. I know I do it later because I know I don't scrub it up that hard. But the very first 4 levels are extremely easy. You actually don't even need traps. I've done it a few times without traps at all. But what I really need to show you guys is how you take one side at once. And right here I'm just shooting the sappers. They won't try and hurt your rift, so it's really just them coming after you. And that was bullcrap, that lightning bolt should have hit. The sappers won't even try and come near you. Sorry, not come near you. They won't try and go near your rift. They will actually walk through your rift and not lose you rift points, no matter what. So right here, I'm going to throw down more brimstone. I'm going to try and get to the other side here. And that's all I really do. It's you know, overusing it, but it's the same awesome. Bottom left, my coin 666. So right here, now I'm doing it. I try not to let them touch the brimstone, and that is because I'll switch sides after. And now the people the left side's brimstone is now over, and it doesn't matter here because there are just crossbow orcs left. But when the left side's brimstone no longer works, I switch sides because the right side's brimstone is still up and kicking. So it doesn't really matter that I leave that side because I'll have a little bit of time left. And right there, I thought I had some extra magic left, but I didn't. And so the key to this is basically, you know, what I do is just lightning ring, flame bracers, and amulet of frost. And then basically I use my crossbow to get rid of shields, brimstone, and spicy mushrooms. It really, the spicy mushrooms don't really kick in until the very end of the game where you really need them. And they just help a lot. See right here, I'm just trying to keep them away from the brimstone. And it's going alright. And that whole side has now used up its brimstone, so I'm like, alright, I gotta worry about that a little bit now. See, right side's taking care of itself, the brimstone's good, but I need health, so I didn't back that whole time. Well, back. It's not League of Legends, I know, but whatever. So you know, this is the closest I got, I think, to letting an orc in. It was right there, which is actually pretty close. And I was like, oh god, there's not an orc can get through early, right? So I was getting pretty scared right here. So the next thing that happens is actually I'm gonna fix everything up. I thought I was gonna die there. If I would have died right there, I would have cried. But what happens next is the 5th wave is the very bottom. 2 big ogres come out, and I believe I trapped both of them with spicy mushrooms. I believe. So we're going to see what happens here. I do believe I just did this and I can't remember. But it's basically the same concept every time. I try and space out the brimstone a little bit so that... Because if they run over both at the same time, if they run over 2 waves of brimstone at once, what happens is actually that they'll take both brimstone dots, but won't take double the damage, and 1 brimstone dot will actually kill somebody anyway. So right there, you see, I cleared the wave, got 2 ogres, so 2,400 points. It cost me 2,400 points for the wave. And I got 3,000 points for getting both of the ogres. Now, I'm actually going to start showing you guys how I weave. I go to Knowledge Weaver, extra headshot damage, trap kills give me mana, and I don't really worry about the extra, the gold extra. It's not really that big of a deal, and it's 1,000 like points to get something that doubles your points when you get a kill with spells. It's absolutely, it can be a waste. Honestly, it can be a waste. I don't even want to pick it up at all, because you gotta rely on your traps to do some of the killing. So yeah, so this is wave 6. On wave 6, all it is Null Hunters and Kobold Sappers. So basically this round, don't even go near your rift, really. Like, you go back for HP and that's about it. What I do is I kind of just walk around, let the kobold sappers, you know, group up, and I'll shoot them down one at a time. What kind of gets annoying at this part actually is that sometimes the minions that you've taken with the spicy mushrooms, see, look at that, they just kind of stand there and you just kill them. And then if you get the gnolls trapped up in there, they also die. Sometimes the ogres try and take on the kobold sappers, and it only takes one good whack to kill a kobold sapper. So right here you see the frost ogre took a little bit of damage there, which is kind of upsetting because I wanted to be full HP when the new waves came out. But it seemed alright, I was okay with it, and I was like, alright, time to get ready for this 7th wave. So on the 7th wave, you see there's 3 different spots. It's only 3 entrances at first, 4th entrance comes later. And what I try to do is just take on one wave really quickly and just get that wave completely down. And then now I don't have to worry about that wave and time to move on to the next wave. As you notice, top left, or at the top left of the map, not where I am, top left of the map is actually taken over by my ogre. So I don't actually have to even worry about that really. But, you know, I'm going to go check it out anyways. And there's literally nothing left. Two orcs got by, not a big deal, and they ended up taking the side passage anyway, so I didn't even have to worry about them. So there we are. Now we're on to wave 8. As you see, they haven't really even gotten close yet, and the ogres have stayed up, and now I just have brimstone available with all. I have 7,000 coins, so basically just getting ready to fortify anywhere that needs help. So right here, you know, I'm kind of low on fortifications. And they end up having to come through that one anyways. So on the 8th wave, out of the bottom and out of the right side, you get people coming after you, and I believe one of each side comes a not a kobold, a gnoll hunter. As you see right up behind me is coming a gnoll hunter right now. I actually saw him on the mini map. Just gave him a little quick deke right there, and tried to lightning through him to get some extra kills on the orcs, but you know, you can't always win. And so right here, didn't really even have to come down here. My ogre kind of pretty much took care of it. But he did end up dying. So now my spicy mushroom will reset soon, and I'll be able to pick up something new, some new creature with it. It kind of sucks sometimes when it picks up an orc instead of a ogre, which it will often do, but it's not too big of a deal, right? Like, if you have to, you throw down another spicy mushroom, just save up enough to make sure you always have spicy mushrooms available. If you can't place a spicy mushroom, get ready to kill that ogre extremely fast. And you see right here, I started setting down all of these, and I was just thinking to myself, yo, I should set down more. And I'm like, no, I need to save 1,200 to make sure that I can definitely get that ogre. And I know I have enough to place one more and still have 1,200, but that's not the point. I want to be able to place 2, right? So I'm going to wait. Oh, can't believe I threw that down. I can't believe I threw that down. In my mind right now, I'm thinking, why would I do that? But I guess I did, thinking I had 1,200 and I was good. There's actually, I think, 1 ogre on this level, if. But it's not, you know, with this tactic on this level, you don't actually even need to worry about the ogres. No, this isn't the 1 ogre level. This is the double armored ogres up top. Doesn't matter, I'm already at 2,200 for this level. And here comes more orcs. So I'm going to set up 1 spicy mushroom for that armored ogre. He's now mine. There's the other armored ogre, and I'm just waiting. I'm waiting on gold. See, this is a mistake. I shouldn't have to wait on gold. You know, getting hit like that is absolutely ridiculous. I shouldn't even got hit by that guy. Don't use your cash unwisely. Make sure you have enough always for a spicy mushroom. That was a mistake on me right there, and I'm glad I didn't get hit again after he stunned me. I was kind of lucky. So now we're on to wave 10. We're getting into the deep waves now, but the thing is, it got harder, but at the same time it got easier for me. I now have more ogres placed over the map. I have spicy mushrooms available to me. I'm pretty much set for my brimstone. I'm setting up a little bit more, but I'm pretty much set. And more ogres just keep coming as the later rounds come on. So right now we're around 10, and I kind of get upset here because I say upset, but I'm not really actually that upset. I kind of get pissed that my ogres are chasing too much. And they're my ogres now. Bitches better recognize that they follow me. I get a little bit angry that my armored ogres are chasing around kobolds. It's kind of piss off that they're, you know, wasting their life on crappy kobolds when they need to be just standing where they are and wait for the orcs to come by and just whack them across. So right now we have a four entry points right now, and it's just 4 from the right side of every single place. So it's not too big of a deal. I've got ogres on, I think, most sections, and generally they came in really thin waves anyways, so I generally had enough even brimstone to get rid of them. Now at the end of each of these waves, like now, there's going to be an ogre every time. And like I only have 2 left, but at the same time, there's an ogre there, there's an ogre on the other side. I'm going to pick up 2 ogres this level. And then there's a little bit of crossbow orcs left. Easily pick them up. For some reason, that orc didn't die. They almost always die from one shot. One shot by lightning kills them almost every time. I don't know why that one didn't die. But now we're on the very last wave, and this is just Ogrepalooza. What will happen is you get one from top left, top right, then they move to the right, and then a little bit down right. You see right here? There's the first ogre. Gonna trap him up. Obviously, I don't have enough for every ogre, right? That would be too much. But right here, I was lucky. I had spicy mushrooms, came back, and I picked up an ogre. Right now you see to the right side I've got 2 more ogres coming, and then I've got 2 more from the other side. I can't place anything down right there, but I want this armored ogre because I don't want to have to face him. And we got another armored ogre right there, but my frost ogre is going to take him on, so I'm just going to leave that for right now and worry about the other ones that I don't have a ogre for their lane. So right now we got the bottom. I do have an ogre for that, the frost ogre again, and it's I believe it's versus the frost ogre itself, so it should win. And I'm going to pick up that armored ogre right there. And here comes another armored ogre versus a frost ogre. So right now I just have to choose on myself. I'm like, okay, it's a little bit buggy right here. I actually couldn't hit him with ice, which was ridiculous. I was standing right beside him. But now I kind of just have to choose. Just look at all my ogre's health and make sure that I got this, that all of them are set up, because I don't want any of them to get through, because that's 10 rift points. I don't want to lose any rift points. So I just got to make sure that I know what I'm doing right here. So right now it's a frost ogre versus armored ogre, and I'm like, yeah, not even gonna worry about that. That's fine. Yeah, this is a frost ogre versus a frost ogre though. That is a totally different deal. Take out the frost ogre, move on. Even though my frost ogre would be stronger, I still don't want to take the risk. And as you see, bottom left, I have an ogre moving out on me now. That was because I had a spicy mushroom so close set, and I'm just gonna pick up this frost ogre. I don't even care about him. It's because I had a fire ogre so close up that it would actually picked it up before it even really came on the screen, so that's why you didn't really see it. Right there, I'm going back, gonna get some more magic so I can take out the rest of that armored ogre. And the best way for me, in my opinion, to kill armored ogres is you freeze them. You don't have to freeze them this much. Like, that was kind of buggy. Like, what the hell happened right there, right? But try and stun them a little bit, especially if you have your own armored ogres out. Your crossbow will have a stun, and the frost is a really good freeze. So I like to use that. And here's my frost ogre's about to go down, and he actually, I think my frost ogre stayed alive, and I got theirs down, or that armored ogre down, so I didn't really care. And this is the very last ogre of the level, and I was like, oh, finally, I finally did it. But I think there's about 20,000 people that have beat this game, and not many people have beat it very well. I think they've just passed by almost every time. I looked up at my leaderboard after. This is my first time doing it with never losing a rift point. I usually lose like 1 from a random orc. So I check out my leaderboard here, and I'm actually I'm in the top 2,000, which wasn't bad. I was pretty glad about that, and I hope this helps you guys to finish the very last level in style, not losing 1 rift. 5 skills, peace.